for someone in social media, I'm not all that social face-to-face. I think maybe that's why I fell into this space, if we're being honest. I majored in marketing over at Champlain, and then kind of just fell into recruiting, and the opportunity to kind of blend the two came about, and it wasn't something I had entertained prior to employer brand really becoming a buzzword. So when it did kind of position itself in front of me, I couldn't help but take advantage of the opportunity to kind of combine the two passions. I would have tapped into my network a little more strategically, a little more deliberately. It's really hard to kind of find your groove in the employer brand space when you're feeling kind of like the new kid on the block, but you have a lot of great ideas and you're not quite sure how to make them happen. That's when you should really kind of tap into these groups that are being created right now or that have been in the works for a while and really take advantage of their willingness to help and offer some guidance. I lucked out personally by having some great leaders in this space. But I think if I had just kind of put the pride aside and admitted to not knowing what I didn't know and took advantage of our social media channels and those networks and tapping into different folks who have been in the industry for a while, I would have been that much ahead of the curve. I think recruitment marketing is, kind of a blend between the messaging that you're putting out there as well as the vehicles that you're leveraging to share it. I think recruitment branding is when someone says, I want to work for your company and this is why. Recruitment marketing is really kind of stirring that curiosity and piquing that interest. So whatever means you've taken to kind of do that is the marketing piece to all of this. I think the biggest challenge, or at least from my experience or what I've seen, is the understanding that there's the need, understanding the value, but not knowing how to get it off the ground. So next steps are typically really difficult when you don't have a roadmap, and it changes every day. But I would say whether it's a startup atmosphere or a corporate atmosphere, the roadmap is pretty simple and pretty consistent across the board. So rather than kind of treating it as a side of the desk project, you have to make it a full-time focus and start with your leadership and get their buy-in so that they can help you knock on the doors that are necessary to knock on to get the stuff off the ground. Marketing, HR comms, legal, employee relations, IT compliance. There's no such thing as too many of the approvals in the beginning. So I think that's oftentimes where the torch kind of fizzles, is not quite knowing where to go with these brilliant ideas or how to get the support and buy-in from the folks that it matters to most.